Join me as I take on the challenge of transforming Akaza into the Iron Hashira and see if I can pull it off. In this video, we'll explore the intriguing possibility of Akaza becoming an Iron Hashira and what that would mean for the world of Demon Slayer. Akaza, the strongest and most feared demon in the series, has always been driven by his own sense of purpose and convictions. As a demon, he's faced countless challenges, from battling strong opponents to struggling with his own identity. But what if I were to tell you that Akaza's journey could have taken a different turn? What if he had the chance to become an Iron Hashira, one of the most elite warriors in the Demon Slayer Corps? It's a fascinating idea, and one that raises a lot of questions about the nature of good and evil, duty and loyalty. One of the biggest challenges Akaza faced as a demon was his own morality. As a creature driven by a desire to prove his strength, he often found himself walking a thin line between right and wrong. But as a Hashira, he would be bound by a code of honor and conduct that would force him to re-examine his actions and motivations. It's an interesting psychological dynamic, and one that could lead to some fascinating character development. Akaza's abilities as a demon are undoubtedly impressive, but as a Hashira, he would need to learn to wield his power in a more disciplined and strategic way. He would need to work alongside other Hashira, coordinate their efforts, and learn to communicate effectively. It's a tall order, especially for someone as used to operating alone as Akaza is. Furthermore, Akaza's past experiences and trauma would likely play a huge role in his transition to becoming a Hashira. His backstory, marked by tragedy and loss, has shaped him into the demon he is today. But could he find redemption and a new sense of purpose as a member of the Demon Slayer Corps? It's a compelling narrative thread that could add depth and complexity to his character. Let's dive deeper into Akaza's backstory, his abilities, and the characteristics that make him an ideal candidate for the Hashira title. As a demon, Akaza has consistently demonstrated incredible strength, speed, and agility. He's a formidable opponent who can take on even the strongest foes. But what about his personality? Is he charismatic enough to lead? Does he have the strategic thinking to outmaneuver his enemies? Akaza's history of violence and destruction would also need to be addressed if he were to become a Hashira. Could he find a way to channel his aggressive tendencies into a more productive outlet? Could he learn to trust others and work as part of a team? These are all questions that would need to be answered if Akaza were to make the transition from demon to Hashira. As we explore the idea of Akaza becoming an Iron Hashira, we're forced to confront the nature of his relationships with other characters in the series. How would Tanjiro, Nezuko, and the rest of the gang react to Akaza's sudden change of heart? Would they be able to forgive his past transgressions and accept him as one of their own? Here's where we reveal the turning point. What would it take for Akaza to abandon his demon ways and embrace the path of a Hashira? Would it take a powerful emotional trigger, a transformative experience, or simply a growing sense of discontent with his current existence? Whatever the reason, it would need to be a compelling and believable motivation for Akaza to make such a drastic change. One possible scenario could be that Akaza is drawn to the Demon Slayer Corps ideals of justice and protection. Perhaps he begins to see the value in using his strength to help others, rather than simply to assert his own dominance. This could be sparked by a powerful encounter with a particular character, or a traumatic event that shakes him to his core. Alternatively, Akaza might be driven by a desire to prove himself as more than just a mindless monster. He's always been driven by a need to prove his strength, but what if that strength were channeled into something more noble? He might see becoming a Hashira as a way to earn the respect and admiration of others, rather than simply inspiring fear. Whatever the reason, it's clear that Akaza's journey as an Iron Hashira would be marked by intense conflict and struggle. He would need to confront his own demons, both literal and figurative, in order to find a new path forward. In summary, we've examined how Akaza's journey could have taken a different turn, shaping the narrative of Demon Slayer. It's a fascinating thought experiment that reveals the complexity and nuance of this beloved character. If you enjoyed this analysis, make sure to check out our other videos and let us know your thoughts in the comments below.